Hey everyone, my name is Ultrakill is the fast-paced love child between Doom and Quake, made primarily by this guy called Hakita and a few others. It's about this little blue lad named V1 as he combos his way to the end of hell with good help from all of his insane and wild guns. But what if you couldn't use those fancy guns at all? Today I ask the question, can you beat Ultrakill fist only? Let's start off with the rules. I have to beat all bosses fist only, obviously, but this does not include secret bosses or Minos, as I never fully played through this game before, and I just don't know where they are. The second rule is, I'm allowed to beat levels at any rank I want, but the difficulty has to be set as violent. This is the highest I could go, as this was a fresh save of Ultrakill, as, again, I've never beaten this game before. With the very little amount of rules out of the way, I just want to thank you for clicking on this video, and if you like this kind of content, please give it a like if you want to. Anyways, here is the run. I hope you enjoy. Starting up the game and grabbing the gun to start the room, I immediately shoot myself in the foot, as I did not prepare to see if this run was even possible, like I've done for all my other challenge runs. Don't blame me though. I've never played a game before Cruelty Squad, so I get hit a few times by the little leg nibblers before going out of the room and continuing the level. Unfortunately, so soon into the game, I'm forced to break one of the rules of this run and shoot this glass window, as I don't know of a way to go out of bounds and skip this. I will add this to a fail counter that's going to be on the little left side of the screen now. Heading into this large room, I'm able to use my first technique in this run. When you're able to, run away. I don't need to P rank every level in this run, so anytime I can, I will skip a room. Here's another bit in this level where I am unable to get past without breaking anything, so another one to the counter. Dashing and sliding our way into the first boss, I die almost instantly because I didn't pay attention. A key guide to every boss you face in this game, with one notable exception, is that you're a loser, and don't even try to parry. Just land on his head and punch him over and over until he dies, and whenever he uses his charge beam, just start moving all over the place. Eventually, Maurice goes down and we complete the first level of the game. Starting the next level, we get a glimpse at a future boss before fighting a big room full of enemies. The best tactic here is to go for the guy shooting the balls first, which take 2 punches to kill before jumping up and down to take out the little nibblers, which take 1 punch to kill, thankfully. Going into this new room with pistons that will instant kill you and enemies, I advise trying to punch the shooters into the pistons to get them out of your way before mopping up the rest of the nibblers. In this attempt though, I did the opposite, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I did the opposite, but it worked this time. After killing the last enemy, the door opens up and we get a pretty quick and easy second level finish. Starting up the level and hopping past enemies, we find a new enemy, the Schism. The game says that they aren't a priority, but anything that can shoot at you are the devil and needs to be exterminated with extreme prejudice. My advice is to wait until they start their shooting animation to punch, as it gives you a big window to parry and then instant kill them. After that, we go down these stairs and fight the Swordmachine. This should be... What the fuck? I didn't even get a chance to fight back! Alright, listen up. The plan for this boss is when it first drops down, it's going to do a single slash attack. We'll use this attack to parry it, then get a few hits in before it goes into its enraged mode and starts slicing and dicing shit all over. If you can outlast the enraged form, it'll calm back down, and then we can hit it again and start the loop all over. After bitch slapping the dirty machine, I take a shotgun and unfortunately am forced to break the rules 2 more times before the level ends. One thing I did find though that was quite hilarious, I could stand up here on this little ledge area and not have to actually deal with those guys. And as we are about to leave the level, the Swordmachine comes back, wanting more, and after showing its power of the closed palm strike, he explodes, letting us beat this level.
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
The next level wasn't notable except for its first room, where it had a horde of nibblers and a bunch of shooters. And even after you kill all the shooters, a giant Maurice spawns in and kept on slamming me down and using me like one of those hamsters on X-Hamster. At least, I think that's what the site is for. I mean, it'd be weird for it to, like, be named X-Hamster, but not be about hamsters, you know what I mean? Another thing I found interesting in this level is that I got randomly shot upwards during a little wrangling of these nibblers. If anyone knows what caused this, please comment down below. Sliding into this next boss, I'm faced with the realization that I'm going to get tossed around by this boss. Every one of his attacks send me flying and crashing into a wall, and if I didn't heal with every punch I landed, I would be dead 10 times over. I feel like a mouse going against LeBron Ramon James, aka the King. Once you get that big bastard down half health, Luka Doncic appears and turns his Attack on Titan episode into a 10 out of 10 by IGN and the Game Informer. I beat them though, since I'm Hammerhead. No boss can beat me. And don't bring up the times I have raw. Entering the first level of hell, wow, this place feels really good. I tried to use the secret exit I think I saw one time, but I forgot how to do it. I go and grab the red skull and place it on its pedestal, which leads me to this nice room with God's worst creation. These annoying volleyball-shaped floating pieces of shit fly away from me since I can't shoot them. I have to jump up at them to even land a hit, and they take 2 hits to kill, so they're super annoying. In fact, they're so annoying, I would say that they marginally increased my slight thoughts about just not beating this game and doing something else. In fact, I thought about deleting the channel just because I had to fight these guys so much.
This is worthless.
I hated them. Anyways, I died pretty stupidly from Maurice I tried to parry. When I came back to the area, he didn't spawn back in. Weird. Grabbing the blue skull, we calmly and in an orderly fashion make our way to its pedestal, and after reaching the final room of the level, we find that it's full of annoying flying pieces of shit that were ruining my life earlier. We calmly dispatch them and finish the level rather quickly, considering the amount of mental anguish that happened to me. Starting up the next level, I do some nice relaxing parkour up to this top bed, where I find the room I entered is now full of nibblers. Due to their lack of any intelligence and their high numbers, I'm able to sit on top of their heads and calmly crit punch their skulls in an orderly fashion. When the room has no more, fuck that. Grabbing the blue skull and running outside, we see the area that was calm previously is now up in flames and we have to move quickly. Slapping the skull on this spot, we run in and grab the red skull while dodging past the new enemy type, the street cleaners. Unfortunately, in my haste to escape this jarring palette swap, I failed to look at my surroundings and died to the street cleaners. The plan for this room is to wait in the rafters like the Dark Knight and pounce when they least expect it, before crawling back up to my perch and waiting for another chance. After getting it down to just me and one of them left with both of us being 1 hit away from death, I pounce and finish this level.
This is your little brother.
You gotta be.
Yeah, that level fucking sucked. This next level is simple. We just have to fight through a few enemy hordes to get 2 skulls to unlock the boss. During these trials, I was fighting the devil spawn when they spontaneously combusted, which was pretty weird. The next room, I also fell into lava almost instantly and died. Now, this next boss, the Hideous Mask, has a weak spot on its chest that does a lot of damage if hit. Now, normally it's hard to hit him with guns, but I get healed on every punch, and I was easily able to just sit on his stomach and beat him down with my shrimpy left arm. And that's a pretty easy level. Entering the new level with that awesome transition, I use my intimate knowledge of this game to parkour up here and break this window so I don't have to do this entire level. Entering the room also through a window is... me?
My name is V2, and I'm going to kill you with this special arm I have.
After giving this lowlife the 1-2, he leaves and we're able to take his arm and finish the level. This did not feel like 10 minutes. This new arm is a massive improvement over our blue one, letting us one-shot most enemies that were previously a problem to us. But it comes with one major downside. With this newfound power, we also lose the ability to parry with it. At least, not parry in the normal way, but we won't get into that at all this run. Anyways, that was a quick level. The next one we do some property damage before grabbing a new gun that we aren't able to use. For a minute, I thought this was the route to go, but instead it was a secret, which I find a lot throughout this run. After doing a little bit more property damage, we beat the level and start the next one that has an interesting name. Chopping through the first room, I find the pedestal for the blue skull accidentally, then go into the second room. Now, this room is funny because I die not once after killing all the enemies, but after killing them all again, I also die again by a random object in the room. Watch your surroundings in a hard hat area. Exiting the level, I hear a noise that is worse than a witch from Left 4 Dead, and come across the most annoying enemy friend in the game. The Mind Flayer is a teleporting enemy that can shoot homing attacks and has a beam move that gets rid of 90% of my full health. I don't know how I killed it, but I'm glad to never see one of those again. Oh, motherfucker. The Court of the Corpse King is a weird level, as it starts with us being in a subway with no enemies. Heading deeper into the tunnels, a giant hand appears that we have to attack. I didn't know this at first though, and just waited a while until I realized I needed to fight back. After beating off the hand, we go get the red skull, and putting in its pedestal, we start the boss. So far, I've been able to just get by just tanking every attack and punching wildly to get the win, but now I actually have to use my head and think, as this will be almost impossible to do without using the blue arm's parry method. The exact timing for each parry is unknown even to me, but if you reset a few times, you'll eventually get into the groove and understand the windows. If you mess up your parries too much, you can always hit one of the hands holding onto the room to get a quick refill on your health. But if you do it too late, after an attack, the hand you're going to refill at will attack you, so be quick if you mess up. Eventually, after a lot of parries and my mom yelling at me a few times to take a shower, we hit up the Corpse King and enjoy a nice, deserved delve into his rotting husk of a body. Inside the actual body was easy, even though we had to fight a lot of former bosses that are now normal enemies and jumping us. But the main event of the corpse party is Gabriel, the Judge of Hell. The only way I can describe how it feels to fight Gabriel is if you handcuffed yourself, put on a blindfold, and had to fight two Gundyrs at the same time with no damage taken. I got my ass handed to me, time after time after time after time, and genuinely, I didn't think this was possible. Like a lot of other bosses in this game. Can you tell I'm not an Ultrakill head? After days of attempts and me almost giving up on this whole video idea, here's a full winning a fight against him with a breakdown of the strategy afterwards.
I'm him!
Oh my god, that was, oh my god, that maneuver.
I'm better than you!
I've
always been better than you!
Dude, Gabriel's mad as hell right now. By the way, this is why people do challenge runs. That was team. Do you know how much better your video's gonna be for that now? That you beat him?
Dude, my hands are burning right now, man. I'm better than him.
Think about
I'm
how
better
much
than him.
better your video's gonna be for that now.
I've always been better than him. Thank you. I just needed someone to tell me I was. Bro. I'm so fucking pumped. Dude, that's
And
a
that's
better
why
pump
they
than
do it.
any workout, man, I swear. For the double sword, all you have to do is keep on backing up and be mindful of your footing on the area so you don't jump off. For the spear attack, you need to look upwards and dodge before he attacks, then dodge again towards him when he throws the spear. The giant sword attack, just make sure to dodge the throw, as if you're at full health, you can just tank the sword slashes. After getting down to his second phase, make sure to juggle him a little bit to get in some free healing and damage. His spear move now does 2 dashes above before throwing the spear at you. The great sword now has him teleport behind you to throw it, and the dual swords stay pretty much the same, besides that he sometimes throws axes at you, which you can dodge with one of your bars or just sliding away from his path. He sometimes stands there and just talks, which lets you get 2 to 3 hits in. At the end of each attack, there is a small window to get a single hit in, and since he is fast, it's best to keep a dash sword if you think you might get hit. Entering this new level with a bang, we begin in this... Hey, me from the future where all cars have green windows. I lost the footage of the last level, and I'm crunching time so hard it's gonna get a diamond abs, so email me if you have other complaints besides that one. Back to what I was saying before that guy showed up. We have to wall jump and dash our way to the very last checkpoint before the boss, and we will be abusing checkpoint teleportation to keep this run going quickly. Entering the blue skull room, I go for the instant hit guys first instead of the troublesome 2-hit schism, or whatever they're called. And I pay for this by getting smited by God. Next attempt, I go and grab this secret moon skull thing, and when I placed it on this pedestal, this happened. Whoa. So pretty. Wow. Look at it all. This is very pretty. I like this. It's very calm. What's that? What if I take it away? Oh! I can light up now! That's cool. So it just permanently stays like that. That's awesome. Does this like open anything or no? What the fuck is that thing? No, but like... Oh! Dude, the sand isn't hot anymore. From the sun, I don't take any damage. I get to see what you are. As you can see, guys, that's how you beat this level, actually. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Oh my fucking Crash Bandidick. Re-entering the Blue Skull room with new insight, I bolt towards the Schism enemies and take them out, and I head back after getting a few kills to secure my victory in this fight. This is also where I find a new technique to close the distance with the Virtues, an enemy I was supposed to cover in the last level, that lets us gain a lot of height and effectively make ourselves into a bullet. After beating the room and grabbing the Blue Skull, I place it on its pedestal and then go over to the Red Skull arena. There isn't a lot to talk about, as it's just 3 Maurices that when you kill them spawn a little group of enemies, so as long as you turn your brightness up to actually see them before they start shooting you, then you should be okay. Placing the Red Skull on its pedestal, a horn blares and summons the Sisyphean Insurrectionist, which is where I learned the power of just spamming the slide move to get a simple and easy win. I've said simple and easy a lot in these videos. Oh my gosh. If anyone can count how many times I've done it, I'll give you a cookie or something. Entering low bitrate land, I'm unable to see anything as I was genetically bred to only be able to see in rooms lit with at least 200,000 lumens from a singular light source. I know you might be able to see things, but I genuinely can't see anything. At all. I just stayed near the left wall and walked my way around in a loop until I lit all the lights and then made my way into this giant room I also couldn't see. I ran through this whole thing basically blind, so I don't have any techniques for you to use. Just close your eyes and pray to whatever you believe in. But this next room sucks. As someone dating a fine ABG right now, I have intimate knowledge in Asian torture methods and can confirm that this Scary Movie 4 Jigsaw anal penetration of a room could and should be classified as a war crime by the United Nations. I refuse to tell you how many times I was bent over and had a spike-studded leather belt whipped at my back like the American Civil War never happened, and my master is asking me what my name is.
What's your name?
Gokum. Son Gokum.
Whip him, Raditz!
Like, look at this! I can't hit him! There ain't nothing I can do! This room is dog shit. It's poorly designed. Look, he's up there. I just can't get him. I just can't. Using the method I mentioned before, which I will call virtue signaling, I shoot myself up like a dragon and slam my fist into the floating orb of bullshit. I hate this level. I'm not doing another Ultrakill run. Maybe. Entering the new level that has a cool tier 2 green fire effect, we get butt chucked all the way up to the boss arena. Here again is the Red Fancy Dude V2. After getting my ass pounded for 30 minutes, I came to the realization, why don't I just fucking parry him? Getting him down to his second health bar, he runs away to the outside of the pyramid. Chasing him down from the side, with every punch I empty his blood coffers over and over until he suffers death via lack of understanding of gravity. From his ignorance, we get a new arm, the grapple thing. I mean, it's cool to swing around like your friendly neighbor Spider-Man, but in the next level I learned that every time we use it to attack an enemy, it causes us to get hard. Now, being hard is bad for someone who uses their hands all day, as it causes us not to be able to get nourishment from the lube that these meat sacks are secreting from the new orifices I'm tearing open. Anyways, I get tossed around by a freak in the sheets and end the level. Hopefully the next one isn't that bad.
Aye, mateys, I be on the open sea with the wind in me sails and gold in me chests. The seas be an unforgivable experience, with statues of the Mother Mary granting enemy sea dogs immortality. Crushing them is the only way to get rid of them. In the next room be a host of hostile adversaries, and an immortal flamer who wishes to send us to Davy Jones' locker. Using the Maurice's corpse to kill made the rest of this room as easy as stealing pastries from the missus. Ignore this bit didn't happen. Beating me enemies like me father did me mother. I grab the blue skull and place it on his pedestal and watch as the... oh wait, hold on. What is that thing? And place the blue skull as I head over to the red skull room. I used my superior intelligence to use the grapple to yank the red skull without starting a fight, and parkoured me way up to fight me longest of enemies, the Ferryman.
The Ferryman is unlike any of the other bosses in this game, as fighting him with fists seems like the correct and intended way to do it. I can count on one hand the times this guy's damaged me, and that's not because I took apart my radon detectors and have been feeling dizziness and experiencing hair loss and low blood pressure. After you do enough public BDSM with Grand Moff Tarkin's cousin, he dips and starts sending lightning down at you. But that isn't even that bad because I can get up there really easily and continue this mandatory cock and ball torture on this man. Beating him was the easiest thing I did all run, besides opening the game on Steam. Going inside the ship, life gets even easier, and as someone who's never played Ultrakill besides this punch-only run, if you die in the ship at all, you're just bad at the game. Clearing the first big room, I see a future opponent outside and stand there in awe for a bit before grabbing the red skull and entering the next big fight room. While I've been known to enjoy a challenge, this room was textbook Dark Souls bullshit. At least Ville won't do that with Psycho Patrol. Are you fucking kidding me? Walking out of that pancreatic cancer of a room, I get a new gun. Yay. Too bad I can't use it. I'm so tired of this run. The next run I'm doing better have a gun or some ranged weapon for me to use, or else I might just give up on this YouTube thing and get a job at Arby's. Oh yeah, also I beat the rest of the level. Nothing that special happened. Starting this level deep in the sea, I follow the glowing path of the grapple orbs and swing my way up to the air, where the next boss is, the Leviathan. Unlike the losers who did this challenge before, why didn't you guys say anything? They had the weak-willed idea that you should just parry the Leviathan balls, but a real man's method is to ride the lightning. Note, riding the lightning too hard can send you in wild directions and make it very hard to land on Leviathan again. But, you know, if you watch this channel, you're a goated gamer, so you got that. His tail attack is easy to dodge. If it's going to right, you jump, and if it's going to left, you just stay down. If you get hit with both, it's like its bite and its tail, you're gonna get flung in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, fuck. What? Okay.
After touching this meaty object with my hands a bunch, we beat this level. Absolutely 10 out of 10. Would love to beat this boss again. Entering the home stretch, we're stuck in a room with a Swordmachine and 2 Maurices. Just what I wanted. We can lure both Maurices to be right next to each other, and after killing one of them, its corpse will land on the other one and kill it. And the second Maurice will land on the Swordmachine, killing it. Just like I planned. Entering the next big room, they attempt to use its darkness to catch me off guard. What they don't realize is that I'm one with the darkness, and I've learned how to perfectly see in it. After eradicating this meager force, another swordsman spawns in, which I make a fool out of. No enemies could possibly beat me now. The next arena had 2 virtues, which I ran for, as a double beam penetration could destroy my asshole without me even knowing it was happening. After taking out the competition, I take the Red Skull and continue deeper into hell, with a full army in my way. Going after the sniper robots first was obvious, as them shooting me was against my religion. They're annoying, but go down if you put your elbow into it. Next is the LeBron wannabe. All I had to do was push him slightly and he fell over like a Jenga tower. And a 3rd Swordmaster? Really? Man, they must be desperate if they think this thing is going to give me any problems. After killing it, we head downstairs to face the... Oh wait, hold on, it's still alive. After killing it for good this time, I head up and immediately go after the virtue and get rid of it in 2 hits. The rest are fodder. And I leave this room... Oh shit. Fuck. Hold on, I left another guy. Seriously, I'm getting sloppy with this shit. The next room you can skip, and in fact the next 2 rooms you can skip. They were just giving up, hoping I would spare them. Too bad, too sad. Entering the final room of this level, there's 2 hideous masses. This shouldn't be a problem for you at this point, but you should still be cautious of their attacks. A double hit means death. After one of them dies, a group of enemies will show up to help, and you can lure one of the statues to kill itself, and then you can get the other statue to die from the 4th Swordmachine in this level. Exiting this level, fucking hell, man. I'm glad I don't have to do these fucking shits anymore. Okay, I beat the level, okay? For real this time. For real, for real.
Limbo, lust, all gone, with gluttony soon to follow. Your kind know nothing but hunger, purged all life from the upper layers, and yet they remain unsatiated. As for you, you've taken everything from me, machine, and now all that remains is perfect hatred.
Making fun of this emo loser, we head into his boss arena. This should be as easy as it was last time. I've learned him a lot. There's no way he changed his attack patterns.
Machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, splay the gore of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hands shall relish, ending you here and now.
As my ass was getting pounded, I came to a realization. I never beat Gabriel. This entire time I was stuck in an endless loop to torture me. Through it all, one thing will remain. My ability to see everything as a nail. And guess what my fucking name is? Here's a flashing lights warning.
Time to right my wrong!
Hey guys, Vsauce here. This is where I end off the challenge run. Yes, I know there's more levels and I even missed King Minos, but as I stated in the rules, I don't need to go do that bullshit. I got this run idea from these two people here, and I'll put their channel links in the description. Big thanks as always to my thumbnail maker, Caucasian Cream King Miles, whose Instagram will also be in the description. When this video goes live, I'll have a poll up to see what you guys want to see next once I'm done with my next Cruelty Squad video. You know, gotta stick to my roots. Anyways, I want to finish this video off by saying thank you for sticking around until the end, and I love you. Bye-bye!